We are now just 159 days away from the official release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker that is all set and ready to end the sequel trilogy and the Skywalker saga itself. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. So, one exciting aspect of Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is going to have a lot of connections to the prequels and the originals that's going to be used as a way in order to benefit many of the characters like Rey and Kylo Ren in this story. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the plans by Disney, Lucasfilm, and even J.J. Abrams, this is where things begin to get very intriguing for Episode 9. Now, specifically, what's really exciting about all of this is that it's described that one of the plans during reshoots for the month of August by J.J. Abrams is set to adjust a specific scene based within the second act of the film that is described to be crucial for Rey's development. It's described that one of the plans is to include Hayden Christensen on set to portray the role of Anakin Skywalker's hybrid Force ghost that would appear to Rey during her travels into the land of the Forbidden, where it's said to be a place full of Sith ruins. It's described that Hayden is set to provide dialogue as the hybrid Force ghost that would guide Rey through the ruins and allow her to realize of the dark power that is dormant within her. Additionally, it's described that the explanation of the hybrid Force ghost is that when Anakin died, his spirit was split into two, associated with both the light and the dark. However, only those who have a shred of darkness within them are said to witness Anakin's dark apparition. It's said that the plan is to modify Hayden's voice during the scene to give it a creepy sound that would sound sinister to the audience and intimidating, and that JJ even has plans for a motion capture sequence to take place during complex shots of the scene where the full body would need to be CGI. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, we do know that Episode 9 is really going to take full advantage of all of the abandoned ideas from Episode 7 as well as prequel and original trilogy continuity. So let's go over J.J. Abrams. Now, we do know that J.J. Abrams extended reshoots, I don't know if you guys heard this, all the way until September of this year, which is a pretty long stretch. You know, we didn't have it that long, I believe, for The Last Jedi or even The Force Awakens at that. So it really is a little bit mind-boggling as to how Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost, or once he died, his Force Ghost was split into two. Now, I don't know if this was ever done in Star Wars Legends / The Expanded Universe, but we do know that Anakin Skywalker is going to be somewhat of a very important piece in the second and third act of Episode 9 that really serves for the evolution of Rey and Kylo Ren. Now, the hybrid Force ghost, in case you guys did not know, was an original idea by J.J. Abrams in Episode 7 that, you know, that actually never made it to the final cut of the movie. You know, unfortunately, a lot of people wanted to see that. In fact, also Yoda was supposed to appear in The Force Awakens, and that also did not work out. So you can see how J.J. Abrams is trying to really pick up all the scraps, right, what they didn't use for The Force Awakens, and trying to insert this into Episode 9. So, I want to go over how they plan to use motion capture on Hayden Christensen. Now, this is said to be only for the complex shots where the full body of the hybrid Force Ghost needs to be fully CGI, very much like Supreme Leader Snoke done by Andy Serkis in the motion capture suit. So, what's great about that is that right now, during this day and age, we are at a time where motion capture looks seamless. I mean, you can see how realistic, you know, the figures can really look on the big screens, such as Snoke and Gollum, and all these different characters that Andy Serkis has portrayed, even Caesar in the Planet of the Apes films. You can really see how far the technology has come. And so, I'm not so worried about them doing a full CG hybrid Force Ghost sequence that they are planning to do this August for some of the complex shots. Other than that, it's just planned for Hayden Christensen to dress up as the hybrid Force Ghost, where it's said to be a mixture of Vader and Anakin, guiding Rey throughout the Sith ruins within the land of the Forbidden, and is said to be the very moment where Rey realizes that she has a darkness dormant within her. Now, that's exactly why she's able to see the hybrid Force Ghost of Anakin Skywalker, is that, well, she does have a bit of darkness within her. In fact, we also got a glimpse of that in The Force Awakens, where, you know, she almost killed Kylo Ren, and she hears a dark and sinister voice reaching out to her telling her to kill him, which most likely, you know, was indeed Palpatine, as we went over a couple of weeks ago. That one of the reveals is, of course, the spirit of Sidious reveals to Rey that it was indeed him and his voice telling that to Rey from what was told in the novelization. So, moving on forward, we do know that this film is all set and ready for its release on December 19th, and here we are, you know, pretty much the middle of July. We're getting ready for, you know, the marketing to come into full swing here. We learned more about the Sith Troopers just the other day, and we're learning a little bit more about other characters that are going to play a major role in Episode 9 as well. Once San Diego Comic-Con hits, we're going to learn more about this film, and that's just in a couple of days, by the way. So, I would love to hear what you all have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.